Alright, Shalom Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Kwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and Shalom to the elect. This is going to be a quick, it's going to be a video, Lord willing, based upon, really it's the RFID chip update, alright, and it's, basically off the spirit, and it's literally off the spirit, me doing this video, because I wanted to do a lesson about Sweden and their cashless society, and I want to do a lesson about that, but I wasn't exactly sure. I was getting my precepts and stuff together, and then I came across this video, so I'm gonna play this video in which for those of you who don't watch this guy Dabu77, he brings out a lot of edification, so and basically he's saying what we've been saying all along, and we can prove it through the scriptures. All right, going into how Esau, these elites, all right, they want to basically collapse. Well, I'm gonna play it and we're gonna get into it.
China, it has been bank after bank that has been dealing with these runs or these issues, so to speak. And of course, we have seen what has been going on inside of Hong Kong. Now, in China, Beijing has this clampdown on all the mainland, where they keep them hidden from most of the rest of the world behind their internet firewall, so to speak. They've got everything locked down cold. They got their big social credit system in motion, and they're running things the way that they want to run things in there and trying to keep their people oblivious to what the rest of the world's doing. And if you haven't noticed, they're trying to do this to other countries as well. They're trying to keep you in your bubble, so to speak. Even on this platform, I don't have a reach globally. They want to say we're global, but we don't. Go in and look at the analytics. You reach a dozen or less countries. That's it. All the rest of them.
Now, yeah, he's kind of going off on a tangent there, but in the beginning he was saying that China, because for those of you who don't know, China is basically a damn near all 100% cashless society, as well as Sweden. Now, when you look into China and Sweden, why, if they're supposed to be thriving, if they're supposed to be, a good, cashless society going well, why are they on the verge of collapse? All right, because the thing is, when the American dollar, and not even the American dollar, but whatever, currency that country is currently in, when that currency fails, Esau will push this chip. All right, there's, like I said, when you look into these countries that are predominantly cashless, all right, one thing you can find, all right, or similarities between them, as I said, as far as China and Sweden, is that their economies is going to shit. All right, so what do you think is going to happen over here in America and really all across the world? It's going to be the same thing. All right, the scriptures we always bring out, Revelations 13 and 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. All right, so Esau is literally he's causing. What's the word cause? We can go into that actually. All right, I plan on playing the whole video and then doing a commentary, but hey, it's a spirit. All right, actually. All right, so this is Revelations 13 and 16, and he causeth. The word causeth means to make, with the names of things made to produce, construct, form, fashion. All right, so who is he? He, meaning the ones that rule, this society. All right, Esau, Edom. All right, or more importantly, the bankers. All right, the ones that the ones that control the money. All right, we talking about the actual Rothschilds, the Gettys, the Bilderbergs. All right, the ones that control how the economy or how all these economies are ran throughout the world. you know. And it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, which as we went into the word cause, it means poieo, which means to construct, to form, to fashion, to make ready, to prepare. So Esau, Edom, is literally preparing this world to be a cashless society. And he causeth all, or he constructeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. All right. So small nations, great nations, rich people, poor people. All right. People, that have a regular 9 to 5, as well as bond, as well as, people who are in prison, to receive a mark in their right hand. All right. That word mark goes into the word charagma, which is a stamp and imprinted mark. Esau wants to get physical. Of the mark stamped on the forehead on the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist, the mark branded upon the horses. All right. So you literally signing up to be Esau's slave or soldier for Esau once you receive that RFID chip. It says thin carved, sculpture, graven. All right. And it sticks with you for the rest of your life. Once you take that chip, all right, you have now received the mark of the beast, and which comes along with the mark of the beast is total damnation and destruction from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? Yahweh is who the world ignorantly calls God. All right? The Most High can have mercy upon you when you read the scriptures. All right? He can have mercy upon you, or he can bring hell upon you, man. All right? Hey, when you read the scriptures, the brother GMS put on the elect, he had went into how you have this Swedish scientist who's now basically trying to make it seem like it's okay to eat human flesh. All right, and then he was going into how basically he had brought that out, and then in the lesson he had went into how in the scriptures, when you read Second Ezra, the 6th chapter, there was actually a famine in the land. Second Kings, the 6th chapter, Slakia. There was a famine in the land, and the people were caused to eat their babies. And the Lord brought that upon them. Ultimately, it was the Lord. You know. 2 Kings 6:25. And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it, until an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, and the forepart of a cab of dove's dung for 5 pieces of silver. So it was so bad that people were eating shit. And as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, Help, my lord, O king. And he said, If Yahweh do not help thee, whence shall I help thee? All right, because the king had the understanding that the Lord brought this upon the people, out of the ball floor or out of the wine press. All right, so I just brought that out just to prove that the Lord can have mercy upon you, or he could bring hell upon you, man. Look at King David. The Lord had mercy upon him, whereas others, they went off, and the Lord didn't have mercy upon them. So the Lord could have mercy upon you, or the Lord could bring hell upon you. All right, so that's what happens when you take the chip. All right, the Most High will bring hell upon you. Revelations 14:9. All right, it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wrath of God. All right, because the Most High is omnipotent. All right, the Most High gets angry just as we get angry. He made us in the likeness of His image. All right. So it says, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone, in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. All right. So the Most High is a terrible power. Which, hey, let me grab that. Because it's very important you take that chip. All right, and that's what this society is coming into. All right, let me see. Sirach 16 and 12, it says, hey, the water Yahweh Shemi Shai. Sirach, or Ecclesiastes 16 and 11, actually. And if there be one stiff-necked among the people, it is marvel if he escaped unpunished. All right, and if you don't listen to the prophets of the Lord, you will not escape. As it says in Amos, the 5th chapter. For mercy and wrath are with him. There you go. Mercy and wrath are with him. He is mighty to forgive and to pour out displeasure. So what side you want to be on in that day? All right, because famine is coming to this place. All right, great death is coming to this place. Why you think there is, why you think there is, protests across the world? Why you think there's famines over there in Venezuela? All right, you can give economic reasons, but it was from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Venezuela wasn't always like that. Venezuela was actually a beautiful place, but it's from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai because they chose to walk in their wickedness, which those Venezuelans are of the tribe of Asher. So it says, as his mercy is great, so is his correction also. So the Most High know how to correct you. And if you take that chip, he's going to correct you and help you. He's going to help you, all right, to remember to fear him. He judgeth a man according to his works. The sinner shall not escape with the spoils, and the patient of the godly shall not be frustrated. All right. It says, make way for every work of mercy, for every man shall find according to his works. All right. So there you go. Multiple precepts proving that if you take that chip, the Most High will destroy you. All right. So I just played a video, even though I kind of ruined it.
Never hear a word of our voice, ever. And that's not even factoring in any censorship or anything like that. Businesses start to fold, they fold, period. And when you have banks failing and then becoming nationalized, there's a whole different issue. So what we see now is Beijing being terrified of a huge bank run because they now have another major bank here that is facing the exact same situation. So China's also talking about digitizing a currency. And if there's going to be anywhere where we see a huge shift like this, I would suspect.
Hey, when you hear that, you got to remember the guy Amaruso. All right. And he said a lot of great points in which the apostles even also go into when you watch the interview with him and Alex Jones. He goes into how he was friends with David Rockefeller, I believe. This guy David Rockefeller, and he was going into how they plan to go in Iraq, and how they plan to go into Iraq, all right, to wage a so-called war on terror, all right, and is that not happening to this very day, all right? And he also went into how they plan on making a one world currency known as the Amero, all right? So we see, all right, that this is not far-fetched, all right? We see how true this is. Through the spirit, our apostles over here at Great Millstone, they coined this year the year of the Charagma, all right, which we just went into is the mark of the beast, all right? So we see, hey man, this year is ending off beautifully, man, all right?
On a major level, that China is going to be a big player. You have Germany calling to digitize their currency. China going down the same path. Wonder what it will take to get things there. A collapse of other currencies? How would you usher in a global currency? Well, all the other ones would have to fall. And it looks like the world stage is set up for just this, for those paying attention. I'll leave a link. Join us for Underground World News Live. I'll break this down further tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, Dabu77. Follow me on Twitter and hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell to make sure you're getting notifications for all my videos, or you just might not. Much love.
All right, so there you have it, man. There you have it. All right, there's an update on the RFID chip. All right, we see China is on the roll. All right, and hey, that's how another way you could look at it too, which is, if well, Salakia, I don't want to talk too much, but as we see through the spirit, China's about to go for the RFID chip, go for the gusto, if you will. All right, and really all these other countries, man. As we went into Germany, is getting with it. We know Sweden is on a bandwagon. Even smaller countries like India. All right, Japan is another tech savvy place, so they with it. All right, over here in America, when you look at certain well, I just did a quick Google search. Countries going cashless worldwide. All right, and there's the wide range of things. Going into China, as we went into, all right, which is spiritual, because the first few articles that we read speaks of how going totally cashless is not a good idea. All right, why going digital only is not a win-win solution, which of course Esau will push it that way. All right, but we know anything that's digital, all right, or anything that puts you, puts your information, on the cloud, if you will, on the web, anybody can hack it. Which makes you an easier target. All right, not only for hackers but for Esau Edom. All right, these bankers. All right, this is something I found interesting. This is movement toward a cashless economy set to take a big leap forward with introduction of U-Buck Pay. And this, as you see, came out on October 24th. All right, so this is something we could look out for. The U-Buck Pay, it's called. It says as the use of digital wallets and electronic payment methods continue to soar, LitLink Technologies is debuting a P2P payment platform that is being deemed as the first serious threat to traditional banking options for money transfer and payments. Up until now, no platform has been able to combine the right amounts of speed, security, and cost effectiveness to mount a real challenge to traditional banks. But LitLink, or LightLink, however you say it, Technologies U-Buck platform is widely considered to be way ahead of its competitors in terms of speed, cost efficiency, and soon availability. All right, it says U-Buck is the world's only stable digital token that is backed dollar for dollar by the US dollar when it comes to PIN voucher sales. This completely eliminates the typical volatility concerns that come with most digital currencies. Movement towards a cashless economy set to take a big leap forward with introduction of U-Buck Pay. All right, and as I said, there's no coincidence. All right, that you had the guy what's this guy's name? Elon Musk. He basically he came out and said it, that he has technology and they plan on chipping people by the year 2020. You also have another thing called ID 2020, to which Esau's planning on merging big pharma with vaccines, in which Esau's pushing the vaccines heavy nowadays. All right, you have many things happening, push or showing you that the chip is on its way, man. You know, and I did a video earlier this week going into how even you have um this guy Mayor De Blasio pushing New York, you know, call it like the big what they call it, like the Big Apple, you know, in which they want to make that a smart city, So we see basically Esau is trying to cause all, he's doing everything in his power to cause all right, to take to basically cause them to take that chip. That's what it's going to come to now. It's so-called voluntarily through certain things like U-Buck system, this system, that system, but soon it's going to be, he's going to force it upon you, man. All right, you either take the chip or you don't eat. All right, you take the chip or you're not going to be able to work, as we always say. All right, it says, reading on, U-Buck can be instantly converted into US dollars, unlike traditional exchanges or money transfer businesses, and come with access to traditional payment methods through the proprietary U-Buck Visa, which is connected to the U-Buck Pay digital wallet. Esau gonna throw perks in there too, man. Like that, it's another card. I forgot what it's called. The brother sees video and they know about it, but it's another card that they're really pushing it, especially like amongst a lot of these. What I know, YouTube I'll watch. He does videos and he'll push it as far as because you I guess, yeah, if you get direct deposit, you get paid 2 days earlier. So Esau is pushing these perks, because he's a devil and that's what devils do. Not like I said, you not realizing that it's all setting you up for the okie doke. This is allowing users to pay bills and withdraw money from ATMs wherever Visa is acceptable around the globe. U-Buck is a perfect vehicle for the crowds of people that will be looking to cash their Bitcoin into cash right away. Okay? So there you go, man. It's no coincidence that, they made that Bitcoin thing. All right? That's only warming you up to the Big Bang, if you will, to the chip. Rather than selling on an exchange which can be costly and time consuming. Among the crowds of people dying Slocky, I don't know what the hell's going on with this phone. Among the crowds of people dying for a better payment solution are esports gamers. Through a strategic partnership with Enthusiast Gaming, the largest publicly traded video game media and esports company in North America, with 200 million monthly unique users, esports enthusiasts will have access to U-Buck's leading digital wallet and payments platform as a commission-free and highly secure alternative to traditional payment methods. Now, with 3 major deals in place, a partnership with one of the largest loyalty rewards platforms already with millions of users, and one of the largest esports gaming communities in the world, U-Buck is primed to capture a major market share in a very short amount of time. And you also have which, hey man, through the spirit, 2020 really might be the year. All right, because you have all these, like I went into you have the ID 2020. Your brothers doing lessons on that. All right, you have the NYC 2020, and there's another one, I think it's called Money 20 Money. Oh, it's called Money 2020, in which when you go, they had a little seminar thing too, which a little bit, it says Money 2020 organizes the largest global events enabling payments and financial services innovation for connected commerce at the intersection of mobile, retail, marketing, services, data, and technology. All right, so they're basically they're basically a conduit, all right, to gear these up, a lot of these big name brand companies to take, basically to gear them up to take the chip, or to gear these companies up, all right, to gear their customers up to take the chip, all right. Like I think I have read some where they partner with like they partner with different companies, like for example, Wells Fargo, Google, I believe, all right. And as you see, they had certain seminars, all right, in Vegas, going into let me see. Well, they had a seminar in Vegas actually this week, all right. Hey, they're gonna have a seminar in China, all right. So hey, man, this world, hey, the scriptures don't lie, all right. Everything's being set up, all right, just as the God Dabu said, and more importantly, just as the scriptures say, you know. So hey, man, just stay tuned, and with that, shalom to the elect.